What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides, and I am here comparing the 2018 Maserati Gran Turismo Sport or Grancabrio to the 2016 Maserati Grancabrio MC or Sport MC. They call it the Sport here in the States, but Grancabrio everywhere else. There has been, you know, a big fuss about the small changes that they've made between the two cars. And now, since we have them right here next to each other, I kind of want to let you guys see the difference and see which ones you like better. The biggest difference you'll notice is in the interior infotainment system. So we'll get to that in a moment, but for right now, let's take a look at both of these cars. So between the two here, with the 2016 here and the 2018 here, you're looking at a 4.7 liter V8, 454 horsepower, and I believe 384 foot-pounds of torque between the two. So both still have the same naturally aspirated V8 engine. They have not changed the heart of these cars, which is wonderful because that is a lot of what makes the Gran Turismo is the V8. We're gonna miss it soon because I'm sure they will probably be replacing it with something around the QP's GTS version of the twin turbo V8 and no more naturally aspirated V8 here. So, you know, we have to enjoy it while it lasts. And, you know, it's a new age. I understand they have to start doing things a little bit differently, but it's one of those things to where it's gonna sorely be missed. Hopefully they come up with something nice and, you know, special for the new Gran Turismo that will be coming out, which I hear may be as soon as 2019. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, same specs as far as that goes. So let's talk some exterior differences. Now, with this being just a sport model and this being an MC, this is the top of the line that Gran Turismo has to offer, but just as in an older year. So some of the differences will be more aggressive body styling that you notice. Also, this has an MC Sport exhaust, a little bit louder. This here definitely looks good, but it's not the most aggressive version of the new Gran Turismo. There is the MC model of this as well. So some of it compares, some of it doesn't. One of the biggest things you notice is the hood being pretty flat here. The hood having nostrils right up top here. More aggressive. Also with the MC, you can get the hood to where it has the big nostril right up top here. Carbon fiber hood for both models of the MCs, but it has a little bit more aggressive styling. So you'll notice some more body styling here on the 18 Gran Turismo. Pininfarina design as always, but on the front fender here, it's pretty simple, you know, pretty standard for Maserati. You have your 3 front vents there for cooling. Other than that, you have your side indicator, and that's about it. However, on the MC, you have a little bit more aggressive front fender with the grille here to match the grills right up top here. And as you would notice, there's no chrome around here, so it's just more aggressive than luxury. You still have your side indicator here, but your side gills here, the grille vents right up top for cooling as well, but no Pininfarina and no chrome around the gills there. So you'll see this is more of the luxury model than it is the, you know, aggressive sport model, which is the MC. Back of the 2018 is where you'll really notice the difference. So like I said, the MC model of this car is a little different. Wish I had that here for you now to kind of compare, but I'm working with what I got. So you can see that it's pretty tame. This is the redesign as well. So, you know, if you were to look at the older models, they look close to this, but like I said, not as aggressive. But let's go look at this and then look at the MC version. So on the back of the MC here, much different with the diffusers, super aggressive all the way around. You can tell that this means business. So you can tell that even with the regular sport model, it's a lot different with the MC model. but man, does that look awesome. And it sounds amazing too. Other than that, for the rear, taillights are the same. This one does have the rear spoiler, so you will see the third brake light here in the spoiler on the trunk lid, to where the 2018 has the spoiler integrated in the back of the trim right under the convertible top there. Very slick. Very, very slick, very clean. Which model do you guys like better? Just looking at the rear. Something you'll also notice about the rear of the 2018 is it now has a camera right there. Backup camera added to the 2018s finally, right? So you'll notice here in the 2016 MC, pretty standard for the Gran Turismo, but they did a little redesign for 2018. As you notice here, the housing for the light is black with some material to it. It looks kind of like riveted, and I don't know how well that's going to pick up on camera. I'll try to move out of the way here. So you probably still can't see it that well, but that's inside of the housing. Now let's go see the 2018 lights and just see the difference. Now check out the 2018s. As you can already see, this strip here was black on the 2016 with the Maserati logo. Now it is kind of a chromish aluminum look to it. Also, the housing is not all black. It's kind of like this, again, chromish aluminum look to it with material in the inside of the inner housing, as you can see. Also, the shapes of everything is a little different. This has more points to it than being rounded off. And as far as functionality goes, these LEDs I feel are a lot brighter. I've seen the two of them, and I feel like these LEDs are a lot brighter than before. It seems like they've revamped the LEDs from the previous style headlights. What do you guys think? Let's see how well we can flip and flop between the front grille, because this was one of the big changes here. This is more of what they call the shark nose. So you can kind of tell that this has a more rounded look to it compared to the sharper, more aggressive 2016 MC over there. So if we get up closer here, you'll see that this is a rounder, longer mouth, and with the shark nose, it kind of droops down into the grille, and then it gets really wide along the front here, compared to this being more of an oval shaped front grille. It's a lot smaller, but it has more styling on the sides. You have your big wide grille here. Also on the ends of the bumper there for cooling, you have big wide openings there, to where you have longer openings that swoop into the front lip. So you can kind of see the difference here, that everything's closed off. It's just one big wide circle here and a big wide grille, compared to the smaller circle and the side openings that goes in front right there. Also, another difference you'll notice is the front lip here. The front lip seems to be standalone on its own here, just kind of making its way across the bottom of the front grille here. And you can get this in gloss, you can get it in carbon fiber, whatever you want as far as the materials goes for the exterior. Now for over here, the MC, the front lip is actually part of the bumper. It's molded into the front bumper, and it also connects to the grille there. So you see it has that big piece that pretty much feels like it holds everything together on each side. And that piece comes here, goes all the way up here. Wheels, there's not much to say about the wheels. They're both the 20-inch wheels, gloss red calipers here. 20-inch gloss black wheels, gloss black calipers here. Here's where the big difference is. Now, most of this is the same. A lot of Alcantara in here, carbon fiber package. But do you see the infotainment? That is what the big fuss was about. That it stopped Maserati from selling a lot of cars in 2017, 2016, because this is so behind and they needed to update this infotainment system. Now you'll see that it is updated now, and we'll go into 2018 in a second to show you that. But what they did keep was the AC controls, so that is also in the 2018, just like that. I did make a video on things I wish they would have changed, and that was one of them. I wish they would have moved that. Now they do also, right up here, to fit the big screen, they took these buttons out here, the sport, ice, park off, and the traction off, and they moved them down to the bottom here. So it's a little bit different of layout compared to the older version. And they also have the toggle there to cycle through the menus for the new big Maserati touch control screen. But this is what you had before, your CD, DVD, you had your source and radio and all the buttons for phone call and everything right there with that screen. So now let's take a look at the 2018 and see exactly what they changed looking here. Bam. Look at the difference. No buttons on the side. Okay, AC is still there, but they've moved buttons down here and here to change the layout a little bit. They have the toggle here as well with the buttons there, and really clean. Really clean. So you see why we're making a big fuss about the change here, because it was so needed that they did this, and it was just such a nice look compared. Now it's not perfect, but it is something new, and it's something to hold a lot of people over until they make those changes for the replacement in possibly 2019. So you can kind of see why we were making a big fuss about this, because it was ages behind on technology for the type of car you were getting. Now it's not just technology, it's not just looks, but you kind of want to feel like you're keeping up a little bit in the car world. And Maserati is not going to come packed with technology, but it is going to give you a little something. And I felt like GT owners felt like they were kind of gypped and left behind and not compensated. So now that they've changed this, much better results. And who can complain with that? They did what they needed to do for the most part. Now there's a few more options you can get on both of these cars, like carbon fiber packages on the exterior, so your carbon fiber front lip, your carbon fiber mirrors, carbon fiber door handles, and also you'll have carbon fiber rear trunk spoilers as well. But other than that, the MC version of this car will have a lot of the same styling cues as this one, like the side fenders and the hood nostrils as well. So with that said, if you were to do the MC here, which one would you choose? 16, 18. You can do the 18 in the regular version or MC, but like I said, it looked close to the same. So which one would you guys pick, seeing both of them here side by side? Which one's the better model for you? So you can kind of see what they did with the refresh, just to change a few things to keep it fresh. But some people like the older model better, some people like the newer model. I think the older model has a lot better aggressive look to it on the exterior, but the interior of the 2018 will definitely win hands down for me. What do you guys think? You agree with me there? Let me know. I'll make sure that I read you guys' comment and reply to these, because I'm definitely curious on what you guys would like to see more of on the channel, and I definitely want to see what you think of these two cars. With that said, hopefully you guys have a great day. Definitely check out my test drive of the 2018, because that was just such a great time. And with that said, also like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Check the links in the description below. We got some good stuff there for you guys to check out as far as social media, Patreon, all that good stuff. So with that said, you guys take it easy, enjoy the rest of your day, be blessed, peace.